Hello. So today I'm going to go ahead and talk about a little bit about the style Solea. So we're going to go ahead and discuss chord patterns and the use of our index finger to strum, and the combination towards the very end using our thumb and index combination. Okay, so the very first one that we talked about from last week was F major, right? And then going to C, and then F, E, F, and this is when the thumb and index finger come into play. So we have thumb on the low E, index on the first string, and we're gonna skip our fifth string and go straight into the fourth. And we play thumb, 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 and then E string is going to be index finger. Okay, so it's going to sound like this more or less on the normal speed. Like that, okay? So in flamenco, we have to use a lot of thumb and index combination, and that's a very typical thing. So that's something we need to get used to. If you're using a lot of I am, and that's also part of the technique. But for right now, let's try to get adjusted to and getting used to using our thumb and index finger, and things would run a little bit more smoothly when we play. Okay, so here's the very first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that more in time, and I'll play it a little bit slower. Okay, so remember, thumb rest on the sixth string, and our index finger are gonna strum down, okay? Just like this. Kind of like you're flickering some paper off your desk or marble. Just like that, right? Here we go. So, ready, go. So we're gonna go ahead and play this. So we're playing F major chord. So F here on the fourth string of the third fret, and then A with our second finger on the second string. Second fret, third string, and then first finger here on the second string of the first fret. Okay, so it's F. Okay, and then we're gonna play C. Play the traditional C pattern, which is going to be C here on the fifth string of the third fret, and then E, second finger on second fret, fourth string, and then we're going to play the open G string, and then C on the first fret of the second string, and then we're going to play open E. Okay. So we're gonna play that three times, okay? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're gonna play that from the very first measure, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, and then C. So it's okay to leave your first finger here, because if you move, then you have to take the time to readjust your fingers, and that just takes a little bit more time. So try to leave your first finger down on C, since there's a common note from F to C. Okay, so like watch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're gonna play F major to E major and back to F major. Okay, so we have this combination, this exchange. So we have F, then E, then F. Okay, before we get into the last measure. Okay, so we have F major. So if you notice, second finger and first finger, when we move to the E major shape, it's the same shape. So notice how my second finger and my first finger, when they move, hardly, but my first finger kind of lifts up whenever it plays on the E major, okay? And when we go back, my third finger comes back to ready to play for the F, okay? So take that in consideration whenever you're playing, when we're playing for those twos exchange, okay? So I'm gonna play those 3 chords, okay? So yeah. Oh, sorry, let me do it again. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then 10. Okay, so I'm gonna play this about the whole first line for about 3 times. Okay, so this way you can be able to play with me, and this way you can be able to get used to it. Okay, I'm gonna play it at a very slow tempo. So this is what I'm gonna do actually. So we're gonna do like a little bit of an interaction. So I'm gonna play first, and then you play second, and then I play again. You play, and then I play, and then you play. All right, here we go. Ready, go. Good. All right, so now we're moving on to number 2. So we have this variation. So we start on A minor. I'll play through. So we're gonna play the traditional A minor shape. And then we're gonna go to the G7, where we play this shape. So third finger is gonna be on the 6th string of the 3rd fret, B, It's going to be with our second finger, second fret, fifth string, and then fourth finger is going to be on the third fret, fourth string. Okay, and then the rest of the treble strings, which is going to be the second, third, and first, we're going to play all open strings. So it's just going to be this nice, beautiful open sound. Okay, and then the third chord, we're going to play this big F major chord, big F major 7. Okay, so we have F with our first finger, with a sixth string with the first fret, and we have our third finger here on C on the third fret, fifth string, and then we have our fourth finger here on F, which is going to be third fret, fourth string. Sorry, a little bit of a brain fart there. And then we're going to play with our second finger here on the second fret of the third string. Okay, so this is going to be A. All right, and then we're going to play the open second string B, and then we're going to play the open first string E. Okay, we have this nice, beautiful, mysterious sound. All right, so when we play it together, we're going to play it very slowly. So watch the combination, okay? So we're gonna be jumping into chords. It's not gonna be like the first one where we have like one common note and we move two fingers, all right? So this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but once you get it, it's gonna be fun, all right? So we have G7, F major 7, then we have F major 7 here, E7, E major chord, and then we're going to play back to F major 7. And then we have this from the previous first variation that we have. Okay, so if you notice, there's a little bit of a space. So it's nice to create a little bit of space, especially like in these chords. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we play 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you can count like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but the accents are going to be a little bit off, and it'll be a little bit confusing. So I'm just gonna count the way like normally, not in the flamenco way, but in the terms of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this way you can be able to get the timing right. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that again. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this now, or count it in the flamenco way. So we have in 12 beats. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video will make a little bit more sense, and I hope it helped out, okay? All right, see you. See you next class.